the arm bar half. Alright, so good. Alright, anyways. Alright, so we're going to same setup, same breakdown. Alright, when I get to the arm bar, so I'm forward spiral, right? I get to my arm bar. Alright, this time, when I go to grab his wrist, he takes the wrist away. So I can't get it. Alright, wrist too far away. I go palm up. Right, this creates more space for me, so I always go palm up, and then I go deep half. Right, in my opinion, the most important part of this move is how deep my fingers are on the other side of this half. Right, so I'm not getting like elbow deep half. I don't need that. But I want to make sure my hand and fingers are on the other side of his head, on his neck here, so it's nice and tight. Really, really important. All right, once I have this, I have full control. All right, so I'm going to jump sides. All right, I have the arm bar nice and tight. I have the half. I jump sides. All right, now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to run the half over. But before I do that, I got to pull him into me. All right, and right now, you can see his left shoulder is up. I want to put him on that left shoulder. All right, and you'll see his elbow slip a little bit. All right, so now I pull him in, his elbow's popping out a little bit, that's okay. And then when I step over, I take his arm with me. All right, so we're getting the arm bar the same way. Let it. If you fight it too much, then it might hurt a little bit. That's it. All right, so I'm getting my arm bar the same way. Head lever, all right. I'm kind of tricking him because I like the arm bar wrist. All right, run him over, tilt him, those are fun. I really want the half. So when they fight away, I'm not really that mad about it. I immediately go palm up half. Head lever, palm, right? Fight for the wrist, he takes the wrist away, palm up, half. All right, really, really deep half here. All right, once I have this, now I got it. I'm here, and before I take him over, right, I pull him into me. Like that. Now I step over. Alright. Keep the pressure on him. I want to keep him flat on the mat. I want to make sure that half is nice and tight. Alright, let's get the arm bar the same way. Alright. And then once they take their wrist away for the wrist, up, deep half. Alright, this is really good. I've pinned a lot of people in high school and in college with this. Hard to do. Alright, but if you guys can learn it and get it down early, and do it a bunch of times, that's when the magic happens. Alright, so hit the arm bar, half. Make sure at the very end of it, we pull them into us first, and then we take them over. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3.